lot of place. Blue Mountains. Chicken with rice, water, $8.5.
Okay, welcome back guys. Now it's time to head to Scenic World, which is just down in the next suburb, and the sun's come out, which is excellent. So you're going to get to your best views of the day at Scenic World here, and the weather's just turned it on for us, which is sick. So we'll head down to Katoomba, which is the next suburb down on the hill. And Katoomba is the middle of the mountains. It's the big sort of where all the big shopping centres and everything are. Most of the people live in Katoomba or around Katoomba, and it's kind of the central hub. Told what to do, and like rebellious young kids, they decide they're going to run away from home. So they run away from home, they climb up on top of the mountain, and while they're sitting on top of the mountain, they gaze out over the valley and enjoy this amazing view beneath them while they're sitting side by side. And while they're sitting there, they catch the attention of a creature. Now this creature is called a bunyip, and bunyips are quite common in Aboriginal stories. It's like a mythical Aboriginal bush creature, and this creature is down in the valley and he's hungry. He's looking for something to eat. He's looking all through the bush and he can't find anything, until eventually he looks up through the trees, and sitting on top of the mountain is these three very vulnerable young girls. And he decides he's going to climb up there and he's going to eat them for his lunch. So he begins to climb the mountain, and he's doing it really quietly and sneakily so they don't see him. And just before he's about to jump out and grab them, the three sisters' father is down in the valley beneath, and he's desperately searching for his daughters. He's yelling their names and really panicking because he can't find them anywhere. But eventually he looks up through the trees and he sees his three daughters way off in the distance sitting on top of the mountain. At the same time he sees the creature just about to jump out and grab his daughters and eat them. So to protect them from being eaten by the bunyip, he pulls out a magic wand. He points his magic wand up at the three girls and he turns them into stone to protect them. Now all of a sudden the bunyip jumps out. His lunch is now three big piles of rocks, and he's extremely confused. So he starts looking around, he looks down into the valley, and he sees the girl's father standing there with the magic wand. And he gets really angry and he begins to chase the girl's father. Now just before he gets to him, the girl's father turns the magic wand around, and he turns himself into a bird, and he flies away to safety.
Skyway. Scenic World.
J'ai rien. didn't read the brochure. I think it's just that one.
Alrighty, welcome everyone onto the Skyway. My name is Mish. I'll take you across over to the main building. On the way over, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'll point out some things on the way over as well. The glass floor in the centre will go clear as soon as we get fully off this cliff's edge. You will be looking 270 metres down into the rainforest below us.
This side. See.
우리가 쌀하게 딱이 안 됐대.
All the way down?
Alright, come down this way, guys.
Well, I hope you remain.
Okay, folks, here we are. Welcome to the beautiful Jefferson Valley. To board on the right-hand side. So if you wouldn't mind jumping off on the left, make your way up the stairs across the bridge. From there it's a 5-minute board to the blue cableway and Jefferson Valley walking tracks. So if you want to go again, guys, please rejoin us on this side. I'll wait for you.
Oh my god.
Oh, very slow view. Very steep indeed.
Yeah. I never went on one of them once. Never again.
Oop, there he is. See?
Anyone got bitten?
That's the world's deadliest spider in there, guys. The Sydney funnel web. Probably stop where I But if you get bitten by one of these, 45 minutes. That's all you got. So if you get bitten, leave it half an hour. Give me a call. I'll have the ambulance waiting for you. Just
I can't see any spider.
What's that? 8,000 calorie. Calorie? What do you mean calorie?
I know.
KCL. KCL. What's this? Calorie? The energy density? Yeah, I'm not sure.
Good. Cerita ngomongin dia.
They're operated on the weekends solely for their benefit. Gary was the lady was wearing a bikini for the carriage, and she asked him what would happen if Red answered, "Madam, if that road broke, this car would stop within 3 seconds." The lady ran.
Walking in the rainforest.
Anyway, my name is Reese. I'll take us back up to Scenic World. Once we get past the tree line, first thing we'll be pouring out is the Katuba Falls. See that?
Yes, a little bit of the fall.
Oh, a little bit, yeah. We haven't had much rain lately, so it always affects it. Now everybody, we haven't had much rain lately here in the mountains, and that always does affect the look and the size of the waterfall itself. But regardless, it is running, it is fed by a natural spring. Now the word Katoomba originates from the Aboriginal word Kadumba, which means bright and shiny tumbling water.
Along big farming region. So you get a nice contrast between the colour of the trees and the colour of the valley in the background. It's looking really blue today. Kind of a sky blue colour when the sky is nice and clear. When the sky is overcast, you get a real deep blue colour, like like an ocean sort of colour. But now it's even white, sort of a whitish blue. Now what's happening out there to make this appear blue is a process called Rayleigh scattering, and a lot of people think that the eucalyptus oil is blue and that's what creates the colour. They're kind of half right. The eucalyptus is what creates the colour, but the eucalyptus itself isn't blue. It's actually completely invisible. However, it gets so thick in these valleys here that it changes the way that the light reflects into your eyes. So what's happening is all these eucalyptus trees in the Blue Mountains, they release eucalyptus oil that evaporates out of the leaves. And because it's heavier than oxygen, instead of floating into the atmosphere, it actually sinks and it sinks down into these valleys here. And these valleys are just like big catchment areas, and they catch all the eucalyptus, and it gets thicker and thicker and thicker until it becomes so thick that when the sunlight beams down, the sunlight passes through the eucalyptus in the air, and when it does that, every colour of the light spectrum is cancelled out except for blue. Blue is the only colour which is allowed to pass through it. So it's kind of like a optical illusion, I guess. There's nothing.
Before they started growing, and they take hundreds of years to grow, and they can live for thousands of years. Algae like these, little patches of algae, it's some of the oldest organisms on Earth, 10,000 years old. And the sandstone here becomes quite waterlogged. When it rains here, it kind of absorbs into the stone, and then it allows these bacteria to grow on top of it.